Habari za muda huu mwanafunzi wangu. Habari za nyumbani. Habari za likizo. Karibu sana kwenye kipindi chetu kingine tena cha Kiswahili kwa muhula huu wa pili. Sasa hivi kozi yetu ni Kiswahili cha KSW 121. Karibu sana. What is the aim of this course? This course is just aiming at enhancing the Swahili knowledge that you had in semester 1. We continue by just digging more in depth and wide. So, don't you feel that this is something that you know. Language learning is an endless process. So we want you to master Swahili well with the tenses and also with more vocabulary and the other issues in Swahili. So at the end of this course, you are going to have now complete as Swahili beginner 1. That means for all issues for the beginner 1, that means should be done in you. What are the modules that we are going to cover for this time, for this semester? We are going to cover the module about the daily routine, but this daily routine is not only about the present tense, it's about the daily routine of the past. Something that you did in few weeks back, in last month, something like likizo yako, in your holiday. What did you do? What did you do, okay, in your holiday? This I will come to explain this more. So this is the first module about the daily routine. Also, we're going to cover about the different tenses, the future tense, and the present tense and the past tense as well. We are going to cover different modules about hospital visits, but how can you narrate or give somebody your report about the hospital? This is the past tense. About the travel and safaris, your plans for the future, and also the past safari. Okay, we are going to have more about writing emails with more words than in semester 1. But also writing emails with some issues, some topics, okay? About maybe about likizo, about something else. We are going to cover about weather, season, hali ya hewa. Kuna joto, kuna baridi. We covered this in last semester, but we are going to cover this even more this semester with more vocabulary and more tenses mixing up. We are going to cover about the festivals, okay? Sherehe, mbalimbali, okay, and even cultural. We are going to discuss them, but also we are going to have this personal history about biography. Can you write your own biography in Swahili? Can you write your own CV in Swahili? Okay? Which tenses are you going to use? So we are going to have some role plays in the class. Okay? How are you going to act in the role plays? Maybe imagine that you are at the doctor's office, somewhere at the visit, you paid a hospital visit, and then a role play about that one. So you're going to work in groups, as you know, normal, but also you're going to have this Swahili club. The Swahili club for us to have some more activities about the Swahili language, but also would like to prepare something for the 7th of July for this year. This is the Swahili UN Day, okay? We are going to have different activities in Swahili Club. We will have to prepare ourselves for that Swahili Day. So after having this one, description about the modules and the way that we are going to learn Swahili for this semester, let us just go for the first module about the daily routine. The daily routine of the first module. And here we are going to talk about habitual past. It's a daily routine, but about the past. And in the past, the focus now, we have like likizo yangu. Likizo yangu is like my holiday. So likizo yangu, what did you do? I know that during your likizo, you had something habitual. Uliamka saa ngapi? Ulifanya nini? Ulisafisha nyumba? Ulifua nguo? Ulifanya kazi za nyumbani? What did you do as habitual? I know that you know about time telling. You can include even the time telling. But in habitual, we have a infix. We normally put infix po. Infix po, we put this one infix po in sentences. The first one. For example, nilipokuwa likizo. Nilipokuwa likizo. The ni is for you, mimi, is the agreement. The li is the past tense. And the po is when. And the kuwa, do you remember that verb to be? The past tense. Okay? Nilikuwa mwanafunzi. Nilikuwa daktari. Nilikuwa mtoto. This is I was. So we just infix po. It's just when I was. Nilipokuwa. So nilipokuwa likizo. Nilikuwa ninafanya kazi nyingi. Okay? Nilikuwa ninafanya. This is the nilikuwa is the past tense. I was. And then ninafanya kazi. Ninafanya is the present tense. Why do we have past tense and why do we have present tense together? Because it's a habitual past. The nilikuwa is like a helping verb in past, and then you have ninafanya kazi is a present tense. Why present? As I told you that the present tense can be used to express our habitual activities, our daily activities. Apart from the who, mimi huamka, mimi hulima, mimi huandika, mimi husoma is fine. That is habitual present tense. But with the habitual past tense, you need to have the po, and you have the past tense of the verb to be, and the verb, the main verb in present tense. And remember, we have the pronoun as well. Nilipokuwa likizo, nilikuwa ninafanya kazi nyingi. So you can just have habitual for yourself, habitual for somebody else. But I want you now to focus habitual for yourself. So I'm going to give you an assignment, this one, to work individually. What did you do in a holiday? Okay? Ulipokuwa likizo, ulifanya nini? Okay? So the heading is likizo yangu. Likizo yangu. That's my holiday. So I'm going to give you the handout to read more about the habitual past. You will see the sentences in English. You will see the sentences translated into Swahili. And also there's a grammar issues for you to notice. We'll also describe here. And then can you try to do the translation of a few sentences in a group, but write this likizo yangu as a small essay, a short essay of 300 words. Okay? And then you send it through my email. You send it through my email. I'm going to give you my email so that you can send your work. And then I'm going to give you more instructions about when are you going to submit this one via our Google Meeting or WhatsApp group for sending some documents. Otherwise, welcome again to Swahili classes for the second semester. And then I wish you are going to enjoy the classes and you are going to learn more. And then after the end of this second semester, you are going to be more competent in speaking Swahili. Karibuni sana and bye for now. Kwaheri kwa sasa. Kwaheri kwa sasa.